Welcome to the Morris Homeschool. This year, we're going to be working with BookSharks for the very first time. Our youngest is entering in the 9th grade year, and so we have decided to go ahead and start a new curriculum. And part of starting the new curriculum, we would like to go ahead and bring you along on the journey with us and coming along the ride. The good thing is about BookShark, the BookShark program, is that for beginner families like ourselves, they offer a Facebook program which they call a book camp. And in this book camp, we actually meet twice a week throughout the summer. And on Mondays, they go ahead and do live Q&A sessions, and then on Wednesdays they do videos of how-to videos, and little by little they have broken down the whole program just so that you don't become overwhelmed with what the program is all about. And as many of us know, it can be very overwhelming when we're starting with a new curriculum and trying to dissect it and see how it's going to work into our homeschool schedule. So that is one of the wonderful things that I do appreciate that they do offer. And so that's one of the cool things. Another really good thing that they do have is they have a printable calendar that looks like this. And it's for the whole year. It basically starts from July 2020 of this year, and it goes all the way through June of next year. It's also available on Excel. So if you want to go ahead and tweak and add your own dates and your own ideas into your calendar and then print it out, you can go ahead and do that. So that's another plus. So let's get started. All right, so the level that we're going to be working on for our 9th grader is it's actually the American History and Literature. This is for ages 13 to 15. And we're going to be doing the unboxing portion of this as well. And as you can see in my background, we've already obviously unboxed them, but I'm just showing you a little bit of the background of some of the books. Okay, so it's just like a little quick sneak peek. Why BookShark? How we use Magic Treehouse as our early years curriculum series, and it's a wonderful series. It's very adventurous, but these two siblings travel through time, and they go ahead and they learn about different different types of history, different cultures. And it also comes with a fact tracker which has question and answers and actual facts that really did happen as part of that history. So that was really cool growing up for them. And after they outgrew the magic tree house, I always wonder, okay, what else can I do or give them that they can still continue to have that type of experience? And I never quite got it or found something specifically, only either because it wasn't enough for their age level, or they weren't ready for that level. And this year, for the very first time, I'm very happy to see that BookShark is actually has been offering the level I, which is also for high school level. And I know that for next year, they're going to have another level for the following year, and so on and so forth. So I'm very excited with that. So they have that in common. The great thing about BookShark is that it's a lot of literature, right? But they incorporate all of that literature in a fun, adventurous way. And then they also incorporate it into their language arts program and into their history program. And so that's what drew me actually drew my interest. So that's a little bit of giving you a little bit of an idea of why we have decided to try out BookShark. Okay. Let's see. Also, please do realize that BookShark is a secular program. So for those of you who are looking for a Christian-based program that is more or less this type of style, look into Sunlight. Sunlight is pretty much the same process, only is it incorporates Bible study as well into their curriculum. The American History set covers 3 subject areas. It covers history, American Lit, and language arts. And in this video, I'm going to show you which books are going to go with which. Okay. And also every month, I'm going to go ahead and log in and share a video of what our journey with BookShark will look like. It's part of that journey that I am going to incorporate is not necessarily just what books we have covered for that month or that short period of time, but also what else we also incorporated in addition to our homeschooling journey. For example, with history, we always like to go ahead and go and visit museums or historical sites or go out for walks or enjoy nature. And I do want to be able to share those experiences with you so that you can see that it's not just about getting into the world inside of books, which is beautiful, but also getting outside and seeing how history and nature and everything, all ties in together with our homeschooling experience. Okay, so with this video, this clip over here, I'm going to show you what comes with the language arts portion of the curriculum. Okay, so the first one we have is R.I.P. Van Winkle. It's a coloring book. And it looks really cool because there's a lot of information in here, historical information, but you go ahead and you can copy or color for if your child can color as they're learning about history. So this one looks like a really nice book. Looking forward to that one. Then it also includes a treasury of poetry for young people. It's a multiple poets in it as well, and it's really beautifully illustrated inside. So looking forward to showing you what's inside of it as well as the time progresses. And of course, it comes with your student guide and of the American Historical Literature and Language Arts. This is again ages 13 through 15. And this is your student guide, and it comes also with your parents guide right there. Okay. Let's set that aside. All right, so now we're going to get to the group of books that I believe all of these books are fictional, and this is the set of books that come in this portion of the package. You have Amos Fortune, Free Men by Elizabeth Yates. Okay. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Rules of the Road by Joan Bauer. When You Reach Me by Rebecca Steed. Okay. Elijah of Buxton by Christopher Paul Curtis. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. The Call of the Wild by Jack London. A Year Down Yonder by Richard Peck. Okay. Indian Captive, The Story of Mary Jemison by Lois Lenski. Okay. Then we have Out of the Dust by Karen Hess. Children of the Longhouse by Joseph Bruchac. A Long Way from Chicago by Richard Peck. Okay. The View from Saturday by E.L. Koningsberg. And last but not least, Dear Mr. Henshaw by Beverly Cleary. Okay. Also, if you can see in the background, the full packet also comes with 2 binders, and the binders, each binder comes with dividers. Let me just show you really briefly over here. Okay, so now we're back. Now I'm going to show you the American history portion of the curriculum. Okay, so the American history portion comes with the student guide as well, and you also get the parent guide. Okay, So let's set that aside. And some of the books that go along with the historical portion of it, the history portion of it, are, they may be fictional, but then there's also a nice combination of nonfiction books as well. Okay, so one of them is Bound for Oregon by Jean Van Leeuwen. Sacagawea by Joseph Bruchac. Jean Fritz, The Great Little Madison. World War II, The Rest of the Story and How It Affects You Today by Richard J. Maybury. Lawrence Yep, Dragon's Gate by Lawrence Yep. Farewell to Manzanar by Jeannie Wakatsuki Houston and James D. Houston. What is the Panama Canal? And this is by Janet B. Pascal. Okay. Then we have The Boys' War, Confederate and Union Soldiers Talk About the Civil War by Jim Murphy. Before Columbus, The Americas of 1491 by Charles C. Mann. Freedom Walkers, The Story of the Montgomery Bus Boycott by Russell Friedman. And the last one is We're Writing the Constitution by Jean Fritz. Okay. Also with this packet comes your timeline book. All right. The timeline book is actually really nice. It's nice and smooth and sturdy. And what you can do, you can do printouts if you like, or you can have your child draw different parts of history that they're learning throughout the year. And they just go ahead and they can go ahead and cut out those printouts, or they can draw them in and track those dates. And if I can show you inside briefly, there are dates on them. Okay, do you see the dates? Bring it a little closer. Okay. And then you can pretty much track down, keep track of everything. It's really nice and sturdy. It feels really nice, and there's a nice thick cardstock in there of pages. So let me go ahead and set those aside. The next portion of the packet it includes a history of the U.S. and these are all resource books and they're just divided into different sections from books 1 all the way through book 10. Okay, so what you're going to be doing, you're going to be following along one book at a time. All right, so let me go ahead and start reading some of those titles for you. Now I realize that I have this actually upside down, so I'm going to start from the bottom pile. Hopefully they don't fall apart. Okay, so the first one is The First Americans, Prehistory 16 to 1600. The second book, book 2, is Making 13 Colonies, 1600 through 1740. Third book, book 3, is From Colonies to Country, 1735 through 1791. The New Nation, 1789 through 1850. This is the fourth book. The fifth book, Liberty for All, 1820 through 1860. Book 6, War, Terrible War, 1855 through 1865. Book 7, we have Reconstructing America, 1865 through 1890. A couple more books to go. We have An Age of Extremes, 1880 through 1917. Okay. Book 9, War, Peace, and All That Jazz, 1918 through 1945. And book 11 is actually your resource book and index. Okay. And the last book is A History of Us, 4th edition, All the People, since 1945. Okay. And all of these books are written by Joy Hakim. Okay. So there you have it. That is pretty much the whole package itself. And please don't forget to subscribe, ring that little bell, and give me a thumbs up. All right, and come along for the ride with us, and we'll see you soon. Bye.